Hi, everyone. Hello, hello. Hi. We must do an audio check, sweethearts, because I'm sliding into home plate today. Hi. Thank Goddess that Christian named and claimed us as time witches. Thank you so much, Christian. And you know what? The same thing as last week, baby. My cam is off. Sweeties, I now know, strangely, that my little baby webcam doesn't like to pick up. So here we go. I hope that the visuals are okay, and I bet the audio is good. Thank you so much, Tasha. Thank you. Oh, Jen's here. Oh, my goodness, Capricorn heaven. Sweethearts, thank you for being amazing and caring for each other and holding this space with me. I do everything I can to keep this a non-hierarchical space. It's such an incredible joy to have you here. We'll tell some tales today. Winter solstice is a time where we share our dreams with each other. More than anything, we have to hold space for our dreams. We have to listen to our dreams. We have to let them emerge. And that's the workings of our longest night, winter solstice. So today we celebrate and we have our winter solstice party here in this gorgeous, glorious coven. I cannot believe this year. I cannot believe how incredible it is that those of us that are here have made it. And I cannot believe what an incredible blessing you all are to one another. I can feel that. And what a blessing you are to me and my family. I'm so in the mood to just roll around in a big old cuddle puddle with everyone today. The incredible, important works of our lunar magic are afoot. It's really important that we cast and craft our protection spells. It looks like there's someone special here that wants to say hi. Maybe not.
No.
Just come here. Come here.
She'll be good. She just saw
Oh, we have our coven kitten. Oh my goodness. And it's sassafras. Faye Googled Juniper's weight, and Juniper was no longer called a kitten. They were called a young cat, and we've been devastated for precisely 24 hours. That happened yesterday, and we're very upset. I can tell that someone's a young cat. I'm gonna make a puberty call because Spicy, oh Sassy would never dare scratch me. They have fun doing that with other people, but I have a mom voice. Juniper is our coven kitten, and it's what a surprise, all these things that have happened in 2020, and Juniper's one of them. Oh my goodness, she got that last little kick of my very large bosom. One of the reasons why I was late today is because I was scrambling to find a safety pin. I'm telling you, I'm moving through 2020 with staples and tape and safety pins. So can we all just accept that these bosoms we're trying to fly free. I don't know why I can't find that safety pin of mine because I've been using it for quite a while now. Please pardon, just let's let it flow. One of the things I love to do on solstice is to make milky drinks, and somehow my body must know that. I love to make moon-infused horchata and other things that have us worshiping the birth of the baby son. So before we go further, I trust that you have something lovely to drink. We'll talk about the witch's brew in just a second. And today would be a great day to get your journal out because we have got some wonderful things to take care of together with our protection spell and our party. Because remember, we're keeping our dreams alive and we're focusing on them emerging. So my loves, we will begin like we always do in my spaces by striking this match and lighting this deep forest green candle to alert our spirit guides that we're here, we're open, we're listening. and we're ready to receive the messages that are meant for us. Oh, there we go. There's the camera. Well, honeys, this candle has incredible meaning. Nearly everybody that shows up here live each week subscribes to the channel, which if you love a witch, you got to tip them with what they want. And what I want is more subscribers to healthfully hold space over here. I'm looking for Instagram followers and subscribers and folks that are really kind of invested in this journey. So if you're watching this replay, because I've been keeping them up over the weekend, and you're with us, know that this candle burns bright with magical intention. It's a candle service for this coven of subscribers, our worldwide coven. And if you're looking for a candle service from a very seasoned, good old witch, because I'm getting there, I'm 55 now, hit that subscribe button if you're looking for some seasoned magic. And know that it costs you nothing and it means everything to me and my family. So let's talk about this witch's brew. It's so gorgeous. This is a reflection of our delicious spell that we cast, the wild tongue spell that we cast for the Sagittarius new moon. This is orange from Orange County, whole cloves, whole cardamom, some agave nectar, and it looks like Faye might have put in a little bit of Meyer lemon zest. We're just freaks for Meyer lemons. And Faye made this brew today, and some cayenne. So let's take a sip of our brew together, shall we? There we go. So isn't it just like this time, witch, to be scrambling around looking for a way to cover up? My goodness, I don't know. If someone finds a safety pin, I will interrupt this broadcast to try to wrangle these beauties in. My goodness. Okay, I'm just going to tie a little tighter here. Sweetie, seriously, can you look for a safety pin for me, please? Thank you. Thank you so much. There we go. Maybe a little tighter. We'll see what happens. So as we replenish ourselves, moving towards all the excitement of the holidays, it's so important to have those long-standing witches brews. So I like making them in abundance. So getting down to business, please let me know. Give me a book emoji if you've got your book of shadows with you right now and something lovely to write with. For my birthday, the kids gave me this pencil bag and these really awesome pencils and pens. I mean, look how fun this is from my babies. They just know that I love to cast my magic spells. I love my beautiful stylos. I love to just muse and be that, ever that double air sign of Libra sun and Gemini moon. I love Book of Shadows and I love writing. Isn't this a good one? And I gave myself a really special gift recently. I went to the fabulous Erin Rose Fairchild. They're called Journal as Altar on Instagram. Stop what you're doing and get on another device and go follow Erin Rose over on Instagram. I went to their Journal as Altar class over at the wonderful Seagrape Apothecary. That's up in Portland, Oregon. It was a virtual gathering, and I was able to bring my special brand new journal. I was so excited. I was going to have it be like the journal. I have a few little pockets of journals here and there, but I was always putting this pressure on myself to have the journal and keep my little secret journals hidden away. I was set free at the Journal as Altar class from Seagrape Apothecary from Erin Rose. They and so many of the folks that were in their class, I think there might have been 33 souls. Did you find one? Okay, that's okay. Do you need me, baby? I love you. Don't worry about it. It's bosom day, all right? There's no safety pins, so we're not supposed to do that. We're just supposed to just be luscious and let it flow. But what I was saying was the folks that were at the Journal as Altar class were incredibly magical and really, really experts at it. And it was their vocation. And I adore Erin's practice. It's deeply seated in liberatory practices, justice, and just every kind of unlearning. And also, it's epically gorgeous. We're gathered together as soul loves through our Love of the Many Moons workbooks and planners. And their journaling is incredible. If you're following Erin Rose at Journal as Altar, please let me know in the comments. Many of the folks in the audience talked about the different kinds of journals that they had. Some folks had a dream journal. Some folks had a journal that was just about memories for their families. Some people had a journal that was just their magic spell work. Some had it, like 5 journals going at once. And in the comments, I was able to share a really special kind of journal that I keep, which is a sex magic journal. And from that very simple comment, it kind of blew up the chat. I was very innocent. All I said was, Erin prompted folks to share what type of journal that they had. And I was writing down all the different kind of journals everyone had. I thought, oh, you're all such geniuses. And then I just very casually said, sex magic journal - highly recommend. And that's it. It kind of like made a big shift because I've been working on a sensuous offering that's coming out very soon. And it's underpinned with a couple of other little workshops that are coming up. So on February 6th, 2021, you are invited to my Sensuous Transfiguration through Pleasure Magic class that all worldwide can attend at Seagrape Apothecary. I'm honored to be offering that class. Me and my bosom will be there. We'll be talking about the magic of touch. We'll be working through the 6 senses and more. Did you know that there's many, many, many more senses than 6? We're going to be talking about casting sex magic spells. We'll be doing this inside a container of magic. So I'm going to gather all this fabulous energy and I'm going to call in the corners. I'm going to post about this later on Instagram. I, of course, will drop into the description of this video the offering itself. I'm having an incredible time with the wonderful Sarah over there. And I even just love the way they spell their name, S-C-R-A. They're amazing. And they're guiding me through this process. And I don't know how much they know that they're changing my magic, but just the contract alone that I signed the other day was so rich with integrity. And I kind of knew it would be that way anyways, because Erin Rose, Journal as Altar, has the most unbelievable liberatory peace and justice practice. It's beautiful. I learn from them all the time. I consider them an amazing teacher. They're a beautiful, queer, fat babe, and I just adore their magic. They're powerful and hilarious and, whimsical in all the right ways and just divine. And so I knew that if they had found a home at Seagrape, that it must be amazing. But when I signed this contract that came in several pages, I mean, they offer a sliding scale. They are so in alignment with my values, specifically my gargantuan spell to weave with you our world where everyone is fed and sheltered and has sovereignty. They're super, super into Black liberation, and it's just beyond. So I'm very proud to hang my hat there on that wonderful Saturday on February 6th. Very, very likely I'll do something that's a little bit more in the realms of self-love the next week, another digital offering, and all of it will be inside the container of my next offering, which I really can't get too into because I'm in the copywriting phase right now, but it is a pleasure magic offering. That's a kit. And And that's all I can say about it now. It's kind of like a legal moment. I'm not a big FOMO person, you know that. In fact, I get kind of shy and embarrassed for folks when they do a this might be happening, that might be happening language just to stoke the fires. I find it less honest than makes me happy and comfortable. But in this case, I truly can't tell you about it, but there's a little description inside the Seagrape Apothecary with regards to this offering. It's a beautiful, non-binary, gorgeous offering called Altalune. Altalune is a sensuous magic deck and kit, really specifically about stoking your inner fire for your own pleasure. This can be things that you can enact solo or with partner. And I'm so excited. And if I don't get canceled, it's going to be a really, really epic moment for our magic. Who's going to talk about sex magic during a pandemic when we're not allowed to touch each other? This witch. It's so important that we recognize and nurture that we are all in a body, no matter how this body is able, that needs nurturing. So, wow, wait till you see the flyer that Sarah made. It's beautiful. And I'm just so excited about Altalune. Isn't that a gorgeous name? It means moon glow. And it's about that gray, gorgeous space before, during, and after your sensuous enactments, where we're dreaming in the dark, where our body's relaxed. I'm so excited about it. I know I'm the right witch for this job. So, my loves, appropriately turn body and soul any way that you're able. To the north, the element of earth. Earth is our glorious body. Earth is our home. And earth is our bones. Say it with me. Bones. Guardians of the watchtowers of the earth. North, be here now. We turn now body and soul to the east, the element of air. The air that is connecting us, the breath of life. It's our longest night where we connect through vision boards and poetry and music. Guardians of the watchtowers of the east. Air. Be here now. We turn now body and soul to the south, the element of fire. Fire, our hot passion, and the seat of our magic, the root. Our sweet secrets and our delicate folds. Guardians of the watchtowers of the south, fire. Be here now. We turn now body and soul to the west, the element of water. Water, our oceans of emotions. Water, the nectars of our body. Guardians of the watchtowers of the west, water. Oh, that was interesting. Well, we'll see. No. Our emotions need a lot of attention right now. We're all going through so much. Let it flow and let it go. Guardians of the watchtowers of the west, water, be here now. We coil now like a snake into the center of our altar where we encounter ourselves, our core, that inside space of pure potential where we encounter spirit, which is us, and we are spirit. Spirit of life. Be here now. I sound the bell which activates our spell. My loves, we are now between worlds. And every time it just gets sweeter and sweeter. Gorgeous. Look at this altar. So beautiful. So simple. This altar that's brought us through so much. I don't know. There's something about this black tray with this big crescent moon urn on it that is simple and very like suburban witch. This altar, this simple black tray has carried us through so much. And what a spectacular honor to be here with you. I think I may have missed 2 Fridays at all in 2020. There was a few full moons that we needed to move through, not gathered here, which is a miracle. It was only a few. Well, thank goodness for long hair, huh? I would like to take a second and just say hello. Please let me know where you are in our wild world. Believe it or not, I do know where my glasses are. So unfortunately, I just have to glimpse away because I'm having a little challenge with my webcam. Now, I've made videos this week and I didn't have any challenge with it. So it's something about YouTube that's having a little conflict with my external cam, but we've got our external mic, so we're good. We're good. I just want to say hi really quick. Oh, love this so much. Oh, Jen, I'm so glad you're here. And Julie, OC girls in the house, even though you're not an OC. I love this. And I said hi to you, Tasha. It's good to see you. And Sunstar, it's good to see you. Yes. Happy Venus Day. Happy almost winter solstice. My loves, get yourself a reader that can hold your magic. I'm light and I like to have a lot of fun. It's obvious. I literally have to be laughing and in pleasure every day. And I have my ambitions and I have my things that I work on that I can't talk about with everybody, even though I love to gab. And Christian has known a little bit about Alta Lune. They did not know the name, but are you freaking out about that, Christian? Sunstar has been holding my magic through a couple of different tarot appointments in the pandemic and helped me with Moon Baby Magic Tarot. And then the last time we gathered was for my star spread. And I need you to just pay attention to the things they have going. Go subscribe to their YouTube channel and make sure you're following them on Instagram because they've got some neat things going that I don't know if they're talking about it in their public spaces yet. But you're going to want to be part of it. All right. So thank you, Christian. Are you freaking out about Alta Lune? I am. Hello, Cole. It's good to see you. Hello, hello. Hi, Sarah. Oh my goodness. How magical that both of the folks that have guided me so sweetly in our pandemic are here. Sarah Collins is Sarah the Shadow Witch over on Instagram. And they have one of the most inspired offerings I've literally ever heard of. So original, so needed, so important, and so shadow. They have a confessional offering. If you need to have somebody that you can share and confess something to that you can't tell other folks and need someone to hold that in confidence, get it off your chest and go see Sarah Collins. I'm in love with you, Sarah. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, I'm glad you got your tea. Lovely La Luna brew. That's wonderful, Cole. Love this. All right, sweethearts. Boozy hot chalky. Well, you're going to freak out when you see what I created. That's a witch's brew recipe that we'll create in ceremony over at Seagrape Apothecary on February 6th. I'm very proud of this. It is also in the adult chocolate sensuous spice realm, is all I'm saying. Hi, Amanda. It's good to see you. Love this. You're in the future, Amanda. I love that. You make me smile. Hi, Mary Ellen. It's good to see you, sweetie. Hi, Rebecca. Thank you so much for the heart in our chat. Lovely. All right, sweeties. I see you're also chatting with each other, which makes me really happy. Hi, Frankie Fernandez. It's good to see you. Yes. I love it. All right, cute hearts. And Faye is here. I love you so much. Everybody give special double hearts to my daughter, Faye, who is just like the unofficial magical soul that makes so much happen behind the scenes and brought Juniper, our coven kitten, into our life. Hi, Claire Olivia. Hello, Cozy Cass. It's good to see you. Yes. Oh, my goodness. And happy summer solstice to my loves that are in the Southern Hemisphere. And that's you, Nikki, isn't it? Love that. Thank you. Hello. And thank you so much for giving love, sweethearts. Yay, Jordan and Carson are here. Oh, thank you so much, sweethearts. Hello, Lonnie V. It's good to see you. I'm loving this. Hello, Allison Peck. Yay. Oh, lovely. Christians drinking ginger tea with cayenne, honey, cinnamon, and a dash of nutmeg. Wow, those are some of my most faves. Needed that. Everybody take a drink. All right, honeys. So journals are speaking to you, huh, Tasha? Lovely. Good. All right, sweeties. I'm just scrolling. Hi, Mandy McGow. I like your name. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, that's lovely. Aw, I'm glad you're screaming. I'm glad. Yeah, we're going to have some fun. Yes. Okay. So big jump in the chat, sweeties. I think I saw that Claire is here. Hello, hello. Claire Noonan was what I was thinking of. Did I say that correctly? Hello, Maddie McDonald. Hello, Indigo Soul. Hello, Virginia. Love you so much. And you say hello from Bulbancha. You harvested satsumas. Oh my goodness. What do we do with those satsuma leaves? I understand there's some fabulous aromatic things that can be made with satsuma leaves. Frozen desserts and things. Hello, Kathleen Santarelli. Hi, Daniela. Lovely. Hello, Samantha Shy. Oh, you're here from Atlanta. That's fabulous. Hi, Claire. I knew you were here. Hello. Claire is here with their garden of ivy and violet. I'm so happy to see this. Yes, love this. Oh my goodness. Hi, Celeblin. It's happy to see you up in here. I'm so happy. Okay, so sweethearts, we are ready to get into it. If you have a potion nearby, now's a great time to dose yourself because we're between worlds. We can create that delicious magic lube for us to swiftly move around in our magical space and be kind of limitless and be about potential. Let our plantcestors speak to us. This is Sarah Gottesdiener and Dory Midnight's beautiful new moon potion. It's amazing. Oh my goodness, gorgeous. Sweeties, it's got tiny writing, and I really don't think I can do it, not unless I had a really powerful flashlight on it. Being in a body is a sensuous thing. Life is a sensuous thing. We're all in bodies that are magnificently unique, magnificently coded to be fully unique, and magnificently need to have a conscious enactment of interdependence. And so when we talk about our body need and when we talk about sensuality, it certainly doesn't always mean a sexual enactment. Having a body is a sensuous thing because of the senses that we are embodying, especially as witches. I love this subject, and I love this subject among witches. We witches so believe in following the flow of energy and embodying our magic in all of its forms. I've had many phases in 55 years in this body, and I celebrate all of them. And not all of those sensuous phases had sexual acts. So you must know that the offering that I'm creating at Seagrape Apothecary, which is sensuous transfiguration through pleasure magic, is for sexual and asexual folks. It's in the description. It's a big fucking deal, and I'm going to be talking about it during the workshop. We are in bodies. These bodies are sensuously present. And interestingly, I've never once thought about folks losing their sense of smell, and that's all I'm thinking about now with this coronavirus pandemic that we're in, honeys. So one of our senses has been blinking on and off as a collective in 2020. So you best believe your other senses are heightened to make up for that. And I'm really, really excited to talk about the ways that I believe that touch activates all of our senses and can lead to sexual encounters and enactments. So both of them are going to get lots of time at the workshop. It's a 2-hour workshop. It's a sliding scale. And wait till you see the terms and conditions of Seagrape Apothecary. They create the most conscious, beautiful magic. I'm about them. Their lives are adorable. They usually go live on Saturdays and make something magical in their apothecary. And they're a fabulous team. And they've been blessing me and teaching me so much with their magic. So I hope you can join me, because it all goes back to this little journal that has already brought so much knowledge and wisdom to my life. And since I got it on my birthday, I have already filled oh my goodness, there's so many fabulous secrets in here. I love it. I've already filled almost one half of it. There's a lot going on in 2020. Today, if you've got your Book of Shadows with you, you can always go and replay this. There's no pressure. We're going to practice a little bit of protection magic through the written word, through the art of air magic, right? We're going to be sharing a poem right now. And when keywords in this poem drift out of my open lips into your soft open ears, unless you're reading the closed captions that are available here on YouTube, write those keywords down. It's important. So settle in. While I share with you the words of the incredible Mary Oliver, I give you mysteries, yes. Truly, we live with mysteries too marvelous to be understood. How grass can be nourishing in the mouths of lambs, how rivers and stones are forever in allegiance with gravity, while we ourselves dream of rising. How two hands touch and the bonds will never be broken. How people come from delight or the scars of damage to the comfort of a poem. Let me keep my distance always from those who think they have the answers. Let me keep company always with those who say, "Look," and laugh in astonishment and bow their heads. Thank you, Mary Oliver. If you need to replay that to grab and pluck some of those divine keywords, please, please do. This will be up maybe even through solstice night. I'm not really sure if I'm going to be able to put another video out that's specific to winter solstice. It's very unlikely. So you're welcome to come back, because the keywords that you wrote down is spirit guides reaching you, is spirit guides contacting you. It's spirit inside of you, and you reaching for spirit, reaching for understanding, reaching for magic. And what I'd like to see is for you to collect some physical words surrounding those words, specifically in this time. So write those keywords maybe on one separate piece of paper and circle that word that jumped out of you in this beautiful poem, Mysteries. Yes, it literally is. Mysteries, comma, yes. Mary Oliver is so literal and so lyrical at the same time. What an incredible poet. We lost Mary Oliver, was it 2 years ago now, Virginia? Um, Wow. I just adore her reverence and witchcraft, what feels like witchcraft to me, for nature and for our physical bodies. And as we flow and are animals in nature, they talk about our animal body. And I love that so much. It speaks to me. So when you've written that keyword, you have a circle around it. I'd like you to create spikes of words, very much like the spikes around circles that we've seen throughout 2020 that maybe have given us fear or feelings of discomfort. Now we're creating spikes of words around that keyword that we need to hold on to. All right? So let's do that now. Write the word in the chat, mysteries. And then when you feel comfortable, spike the word mysteries with other keywords that emerge from the word mysteries. I'll share some of mine with you now. Possibilities, potentiality, trauma, lies, unspeakable beauty. So that's how we play this game. And then on winter solstice night, which is the longest night, my family will be holding space in a couple of different ways. These words are traveling with me in my journal. And I'll be at the Witches Confluence tomorrow at 10 a.m., which I'm so excited about, with an incredibly overly curated, epically epically detailed recipe that I've shared, which is a family recipe from my lineage. And I don't know, is anybody going to be there tomorrow at the Witches Confluence? And I'll be adding to it as we create our candle magic. Casey, who's the founder and creatrix of Witches Confluence, and their Moonrise Circle will be doing candle magic along with my Witches Brew. And Karima, who's the Witches Revolution, is going to be giving us an astrological download, which I'm so super excited about. I'll be carrying these words with me into a winter solstice, full on in winter solstice spell that's taking place by our beloved Madre Jaguar. Jaguar and many other artists and mystics are creating a circle that all are welcome to. And that will be between 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. Pacific on the longest night, on winter solstice night. And then my family will be creating vision boards with these words, these key words that are crowned, spiked with other keywords. We'll be collecting images that embody those words. And those will be our vision boards for 2021. We've been making vision boards on solstice for all the years that my kids have been alive. They're both teenagers, 14 and 16, and all the decades before that without them. So that's a really, really special night to be in your dreams, be about your dreams. So many gorgeous words to jump out: the word delight and scars and distance and answers and astonishment and damage and allegiance with gravity. Allegiance, describing a river having an allegiance with gravity. Oh, Mary Oliver. Give it to me, Mary Oliver, forever. I mean, Mary Oliver forever. Amazing. So what are some of the key words that you came up with? I'm just looking forward to that. You know, over here in this space, we keep our spells accessible and simple. I love simple magic. And I love it like a metronome, constant, like we do over here on Fridays. I mentioned this during our Sagittarius spell, and I do not have even the smallest framework planned out for it yet. I'm very, very, very much excited to have some sort of a way that you can support the works that I'm creating in a coven environment. So it'll be very likely something simple like Patreon. But I want to let you know that that's kind of in the ethers. It's not in the physical yet. It's not in the pen. It's not in the hand. It's just in the journal in certain light ways. But Altaloon and this pleasure magic is roaring forward, and the next tarot deck. So hold on to your hats. By later spring in 2021, I will create a Kickstarter for the next deck, which is very, very special. And you'll be able to kind of have add-ons with Moon Baby Magic Tarot and Altaloon. I'm very excited about that. So there's lots of ways that we'll be gathering. It's incredibly likely, like 99.9% likely, that I'll still be here every Friday because I love it and I adore you. And I do know it's an incredible privilege to subscribe to someone's Patreon. I do know that. And it feels right. And you are my teachers too. We keep things light over in this space. You know, I am a professional witch. I do cast spells for folks. They're very expensive, so it tends to be a very exclusive situation, and it's kind of businessy. It's usually folks that have a lot of money on the line when they need a $555 spell. So I'm looking for ways to contain that. So when I get into that hyper detailed magic, that's more focused than this soft and general thing that we're doing here. So more folks can be involved with that. And it looks like it'll be something like Patreon, but we'll see. Okay, cuties, no rush, no worry there. Nothing's being taken away. Pardon me, because when spirit comes in, I have something very important to say. So everybody drink. I expressed to you how I feel about that kind of FOMO marketing, that kind of hinty magic. Sometimes it can feel a little bit inauthentic to me. Like the person didn't need to say maybe, maybe. When I say maybe, maybe, it's because I'm collaborating with somebody else, and there's a lot of moving parts, and there's a lot of liability on both people's parts. So sometimes I literally can't say the whole thing. I have not been coming on live here and creating space for this worldwide coven to simply take it away. This is not a bait and switch. This is real. Our magic is real. What we've built together is real. And I honor that. But the feeling of it, the soft and casual ease of it, I will be taking into that kind of whatever the Patreon space is that's emerging. And then some. So very likely, in order to have a tarot work with me or a one-on-one bespoke spell with me, it will be just for folks that are invested on that level. So they already understand my terms and conditions. So there's a little bit more of like an understanding and a lovely feeling of understanding and knowing and holding each other's magic. And nourishing one another's magic. That's different than what we do here. So that's why the spells don't have a ton of bells and whistles and a second screen where you can see everything. All that's coming for me, though. And you're all very welcome to be on every bit of the journey with me. Normally, when I show up in spaces or do a workshop, it's pretty much all of us here anyways. And I think that's why folks have been hitting me up to create works of magic, not just because we have our justice, liberation, alignment in our feeling and thinking. It's because this coven supports each other. This coven works together, travels together, is actually in a loving relationship with each other. So I think they know that tickets will be sold, butts will be put in seats if I'm going to show up. So I think there's something to all of this. And it's really important that you know I have to create sustainable magic. I have to live in this body, in this world, and make it happen for my family too. So it is my job, you know? And that's just a wide-eyed reality to this. I am in business. This is a business. And so I adore that we get to work together. It is work. And both of us deserve to have that in a clear-cut enactment where you understand what you get, what you paid for with me, right? This is a freebie, so it's got a soft quality to it. All right, honeys, I'm going to take a peek at some of these keywords that have come up. We're not fucking around today. We're talking about asexuality. We're talking about business. I'm not afraid. Let's do it all. We've been through so much. It's incredible. So I'm going to look at the bottom. Oh, thank you, Mary Ellen. I'm glad you're loving all of this. Yes. Oh, Tasha, I love our worldwide coven too. Yes, Goddess Christian. Oh, goodness. Yeah, the spring is going to be awesome. That's going to be awesome. And I'll be really clear about all the ways that that's shining through. Okay. So you'll get plenty of warning. And Christian, honey, things are really happening for you. Somehow, some way, when I'm able to offer those one-on-one services again, I want that for you. I want you to be able to work with me because things are really emerging for you, Sunray. And I'm really proud of you. And thank you so much for giving this coven so much. We adore you, and your readings are incredible, so nourishing, so amazing. Yes, I'm so glad. Okay, so Cole's saying their keyword, rising. The word web is transcendence, integration, transmutation, sunshine, golden light. Oh, Cole, you are such a new treasure over here in the coven. I love it. You said transmutation, and I want to share with you. I want to make sure that I say the exact words right. I love transmutation. And you know that that's on my death card in Moon Baby, right? Moon Baby Magic Tarot. The death keyword is transmute. So, and since we're talking about trans, let's talk about the beautiful trans rosary that Jonah Welch, our beloved to this coven, Jonah Welch, has created over on Instagram each morning. It's at 8:30 Pacific, 10:30 Central. I think they're in Central Time. And Jonah is healing a really, really deep place in me that's not a wound. It's just a need. I have a need. And Jonah's created a space that's quenching this deep, deep need by doing the trans rosary each morning at 8:30. It's amazing, and all are welcome. And please join us over there. So, darling loves, I meant what I said when I named the offering Sensuous Transfiguration. And transfiguration is a really spectacularly intentional word for me and a beautiful meaning. It's a complete change of form or appearance into a more beautiful or spiritual state. I believe that sensuality, when consciously woven into our magic, creates a more beautiful being, to be more sort of plump and well and nourished, to create and contribute your healthy strands to our web of life. So I think it's important. I think transfiguration is where it's at. And I'm just so excited to share all that with you. Thank you, Cole. I love that you shared that with us. Oh, goodness. Yes. Jordan's saying they just learned mind mapping. And wow, perfect timing. I'm excited. Yeah, mind mapping is the bomb. And you've got some neat things going on. Jordan's got another Instagram account called Mother Fractal, which is so awesome. I'm just this coven. I'm so excited about how about who I am in our story. I meant it when I said it. I was just chatting with Boone over breakfast yesterday, and I was just telling my sweetheart son, how excited about everything that I'm giving, and that it's making me see who I love in the mirror. And I was explaining it to them I just blurted that out. I'm just really excited about who I am in our story. And Boone's like, "You gotta write that down, Mom. You gotta put that out there." So that color field that I put it in is a nice, delicious hint towards things that are coming. And I meant that quote when I just popped that into my Instagram feed yesterday. I think it looks really delicious there too. I'm excited about who I am because of the way I'm holding this space, that I need people to share what they're doing as we all connect together, as we can see each other, as your visibility is something that you've chosen and you've nurtured. So go over and follow Mother Fractal over on Instagram. My goodness, I just love what you're getting up to, Jordan. Stay at home mom, my ass. You're working. You're doing a lot. Lovely. Oh, Cozy Cass wrote the word thrill. And Mary Ellen wrote treasure. And you wrote it in a beautiful language. I don't know. It almost looks like it could be like in a Russian or Czech or something beautiful like that. I don't know. Cool, Mary Ellen. And so thank you, Cozy Cast, for sharing thrill. And Claire Olivia, thank you for sharing rising. So much positivity with both of you coming in at the same time with those words. And Tasha's saying that they're going to create a vision board for 2021 on Monday as part of the Solstice celebration. Thank you, Mama. Which amazing idea. It's so special. I think you'll probably do one for the rest of your life now, Tasha. Love this. So Claire Olivia questioning. Fabulous. Flow from Sarah, the Shadow Witch. I love you so much. And then Graham Robo said mysteries, just like me. I love it. Oh, Julie Santana openings. How fabulous. And Mary Ellen says miracle and mysteries and unfolding and mysteries. I love this. Love this. Thank you, Virginia. Yes, Mary Oliver, rest in power. January 2019, almost 2 years now. How is that possible? Wow. Yes. I love Mary Oliver's queerness and beautiful poetry and just their hair. Like, I love their hair. Beautiful white shock of hair. Beautiful. Yes. All right, sweethearts. So now we have a light framework for what we're doing in our Book of Shadows. We're holding space for those circles with spikes. We're divining them and we're making magic with them. We're in that flow and we're keeping ourselves safe and protected and in our own magic right now. That's a huge protection spell. You're going to need it. You better bet your boots. This planetary alignment, I'm just getting into the astrology of it, but the astronomy of it is going off. Did you see on Instagram what's going on in the sky over my house right now? My goodness, it's incredible. This alignment with Jupiter and Saturn is radical. And there's lots of apps that you can get that you hold your device up to the sky and it shows you where all the constellations and planets are and all kinds of meteors and celestial shapes and zodiac signs in the sky in an astronomical way, in with astronomy rather than astrology. But the astrology I'm learning about this great conjunction is just like, whew, no wonder. And I've just been in tears and I've had a lot of elation and I've had anxiety and I've had all this feeling of this, almost like that bottleneck that we talked about in summer when I created that hourglass reading that comes together in the center. So later on Instagram, I'll do that for our waxing crescent moon phase. I think that's kind of perfect because the hourglass, if you turn it just right, looks a bit like a crescent moon. And I'll name and claim those placements. I think we got a lot going on today already with our Mary Oliver poem, with us alchemizing words and preparing for winter solstice. Winter and all the solstices, for those of you folks in the Southern Hemisphere, are worth planning for because of that incredible balance or lack thereof with our longest night or longest day down south. It's when we really notice differences. When we see, like an eclipse season, that difference that flashes into view, or like in Sarah Collins' case, that shadow that's always there, that a lot of times the capitalist patriarchy would have us deny because it's judged as ugly, when really it's a deep, deep truth, right? So let's prepare for what it takes to be in winter in North America. Let's prepare. Where I live in Orange County, there are no more hospital beds. So never have we ever been in the situation that we're in where I live. In California, we're the hot spot on the planet for this virus that we know of. I can't imagine that marginalized countries and peoples don't have their own challenges that aren't reported. But you know how serious it is here in California. So this California winter solstice party is about protection. It's about you really owning your no about gathering with others and really owning your yes about listening to these words that ring true to you for your poetry, your music, and enactments that you're creating for the longest night, which can look like a vision board. Okay, those words need to then have an overlay of images and textures that you can put on a vision board that you can see in your home very regularly. I love a vision board that's over the bed. I love, love, love to have it as like a dream portal over your head. The bathroom's a great place for a vision board too. Very personal, like Sarah was speaking of openings. Was it Sarah that said openings? Any way that you have exits and entries in your body, kitchens and bathrooms are powerful places for little altars. Okay, sweeties. So let's get into our Tarotscopes already. What have I forgotten? It seems like time is just flying. I'm going to pour myself a little more of my witch's brew from my gorgeous, glorious daughter, whom I adore. Solstice is very special for our family. And I told this story last week, and I'll tell it again. We put butcher block on our table on the longest night. And we dump in the center of the table every kind of pen and pencil and crayon and marker and stylo and stickers and washi tape and anything that we have handy. And we just fuck around and write and doodle and do stuff. It's a very non-binary, very easy flow on winter solstice. And one of the winter solstices, Faye decided to do portraits of everybody. For many, many, many years, every single night they did a nameplate for us all at our dinner table. We eat dinner together every night, period. That's it. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. It's not a maybe. It's every night, period, right? And so they went through years of writing special nameplates with little animals and funny things on it. All the time. When they learned cursive, sometimes we'd have nameplates for breakfast made for us too. So Faye was writing little portraits of each one of us, drawing portraits of each one of us on our nameplates on winter solstice. And she said, "I'm so proud of this, Mom. I can't wait to show you. I got well, actually what happened was she was staring at me. And this is a really active person that has many, many interests. And I caught her looking at me and I said, "Well, oh, what do you need, baby?" And she said, "Oh, I was just looking at you because I want to get this just right. I'm really proud of this picture I drew of you. And because of the scenery lines." And she was talking about my wrinkles right here and here, my smile lines. My child did not know the word wrinkles, and I'm so fucking proud of myself for that. So I think I'm going to put the word wrinkles on my, or scenery lines probably, on my vision board, sort of protection spell. The words are the protection spell, right? And the images and the textures and the things that we're collaging onto it, use words if you want to, but I don't. I like it to be textures and images and coffee receipts and funky little matchbooks and things that I've collected throughout the year, right? Things that are junk become beautiful in a collage space for your vision board for 2021. So I really treasure the time with my family. So I'll be with all y'all that decide to join us over at Madre Jaguar's space. I'll be with you tomorrow for Witches Confluence. It's going to be amazing. It's an hour and a half at 10 a.m. Pacific to 11:30. And I am going to spike my brew because that is my way. And I'm really excited to share this magical witch's brew, which is like super over the top with details and so gorgeous, so delicious, so amazing. It's kind of a play on a hot winter beverage. And we've turned it into, of course, a complete witch's spell and brew because we are using moon-infused water. And then there's a second component that's a batter that floats over the water. Wow, it's amazing. It has eggs. So I created in this recipe a way that you can veganize it as well if you want to, using aquafaba. Okay, so chickpea water. All right, honey loves. So I think that we got it. Let me just take a quick little peek and see if maybe I forgot something. Lovely. Oh, I know. I was thinking about you when I was sharing it just now, Jordan. I know. Faye is very potent and an amazing artist and an incredible person in every way. You should see their writing. Is wow. But that's not the only word they didn't know. There's lots of things that I chose to not pass on. I'm here to break chains. And yet they can say all the cuss words. I could care less. All right. Yeah, I know. Scenery lines, left to their own devices, Kids are so creative and amazing. She knew it was something, so she got to name and claim it. So good, right? Oh, there's so many more stories where that's concerned, but I do have to get consent to tell their stories. It's just like my stories about my mama. There's so many. All right, sweethearts, let's go. Yes, all right. So we've been shuffling, and now I'll break the deck into 3, as is tarot tradition, and back into 1. And Moon Baby Magic Tarot is upon us. I just want to take a quick little peek because I've been keeping a Google Doc every week. And oh, this is great. Fabulous. And now Boone placed there for me all of the signs of the zodiac so I can just easily glimpse down and rock and roll. Just like you like, Aries. You've got the 4 of Caves, self-soothe, say no more. Aries, I know that like fire feels most natural, action feels most needed. Action is what you've trained yourself to respect the most. Did you know that loving yourself is an action? Get on it, Aries, right? New levels of self-love. This color field is so special. It's abundance, fertility, and home in the green field, but you can't deny that big old boulder size rose quartz that's needed at this time. Love it so much. This is the waxing gibbous moon phase. Release expectations that every single thing that you tried to create in 2020 was going to pan out. It's time to just feel those feelings and soothe yourself in that feeling. You are your own parent, Aries. So love that baby. All right. Taurus, here we go. 3 of Blades, suffer. This is one of my favorite cards, and I've explained it numerous times. This is a photo of bleeding hearts that my mama brought to my altar. This is very much about allowing yourself to crack open. And the way that you do that is by melting and breaking the crust of your own self-protection of your heart, right? From the ways that you learned from a very early age. Oh boy, I'm going to make myself feel a lot of feelings right now, Taurus. Your mom taught you what you were worth. And now it's time for you to really feel what that is in the real world, in your grown-ass body. And let that crack open the way you know you need to be loved. This color field is pumpkin curry, so might as well make yourself a really lovely traditional family recipe that's as soothing and comforting as pumpkin curry, and break your own heart just a little bit so you can learn about how soft your heart still is inside. Feelings. Wow. Taurus rising, feeling it all. Gemini, Empress. Gemini, cute heart, so important. Also the waxing gibbous moon phase. And I was wrong about saying, no, I wasn't wrong. No, I was right. Calibrating your magic to embody something that can go generations forward is what's needed right now. So anything that's only good for this generation is not good enough. So things that can endure for generations to come, generational wealth type stuff, that's where you're at right now, honey. Something that can go the distance. And I super hope that calibration, this call to calibrate your magic, helps you, Gemini. Love it. All right, Cancer time. The Lovers card. This is perfect. Key 6, the lovers. Loving this. This is the last quarter moon when we cut out what's weighing us down from letting this love soar. We got to let the love soar right now. The key word on this is commingle. So this is about your collaborative love affairs and what you need to edit from them so they can fly free. And I hope that helps, Cancer. All right, Leo, here we go. This is the Justice card. The Justice card is, it's an invitation. It's an invitation for you to put in place, add to the recipe what it takes for you to be actively involved in our liberation that's at hand. Don't let it die down, Leo. Pick up the torch, keep going, and have that be actually the first place, kind of like the headlights of what you're getting up to right now is justice work. So all the works and your ambitions have that as a foundational structure. Yay, I hope that helps. All right, Virgo, here we go. 3 of waves, collaborate. So rather than you do all the work, Virgo, this is a time for you to do your magic spells and ask Spirit to show you who to collaborate with best. And then you have to actually let them do the work instead of you doing the work. And I hope that helps, Virgo. Have a beautiful winter solstice, Virgo. Home day, love it. Libra, 10 of lasers, evolve. 10 of lasers, evolution is at hand. This is the waning crescent moon phase. Time for manifestation. In order for all those dreams to come true, the methodology absolutely has to shift. You know what to do. Now is the time. No more wondering, no more thinking. This is a gut level moment for you to enact your passions with a few more systems. Evolve into those systems, Libra. And happy winter solstice. This orange field shows us that issues of confidence, creativity, and sexuality are at hand. I love these little alopecia hands. Don't you love those alopecia hands? Beautiful. Okay, honeys. And now we're moving on to Scorpio. Scorpio, you are a lucky duck. You got the Wheel of Fortune. And I love the Wheel of Fortune because it's glass half empty or glass half full. You get to choose, and actually you have to choose. So if you want to be grumpy about it, if you want to feel like there's never enough, go ahead. You'll learn everything there is to know about that kind of scarcity. All right? If you're ready for that abundance, if you've kind of made the bed, then ask your guides to guide you towards that abundance, to keep the wheels turning and to keep you airy and light when the pain comes so you can feel it when it's happening, not remembering it so you're carrying it around, but feel it when it's happening and then move on. All right? This is about keeping the flow going. This is about the journey. Fun cards today, Saggy. Happy last minute birthday to you. 9 of lasers, character. The 9 of lasers has a really uniquely tomato bisque color red. Red is about ambition, endurance, and love. 9s are just about having it all, right? The character that it takes to hold that raging bonfire tells you to, when it gets so hot, to find your way down to the root system, to always come from your highest character. That's the key word for this card, Saggy. It's all about character, and loyalty comes up no matter how you slice it. What are you loyal to? Who are you loyal to? Were you just so prideful when you protected yourself that you just couldn't lay yourself totally bare in that moment and satisfy, sharing yourself, and apologizing and moving on. There's this undone quality that just you're gonna have to reckon with. It takes a lot of character. Do it before the end of 2020. All right. Cappy, I love you. Capricorn cuties, ace of lasers, passion. Remember, the ace is the one. You are the one. There's a lot of responsibilities that you have. You are the ace. You're the beginning. You're the one that puts it in the brew and kind of keeps it going. We know. The pink field is about reconciliation and self-love. And when I wrote that, because this is my deck, I'm talking about what you reconcile within yourself. The good old last quarter moon, about banishing and cutting cords. You got to make sure that you're feeding the right energies and feeding the right realities in your day-to-day life. Hun, just because you're good at feeding all those other realities doesn't mean they're the right dreams that work for you. And I super hope that helps for you, Cappy. In the early days of this worldwide coven gathering electronically, I would sometimes forget you, and I apologize for that. You're just so, I'm in love with you. Aquarius, 8 of Caves, development. We have not had but one wave. Oh my goodness, I forgot to name that drinking game when we pulled our 3 of waves. Everybody drink. Aquarius, development. It is literally overtime in you learning to protect and nurture yourself. And let 2021 be the year for you to really put your money where your mouth is and take care of yourself first and best, because that's a spell that feeds the world. Having to pick up the pieces when everything falls apart is so energy sapping for you. Well, it is for your loved ones too, honey, right? So Aquarius, slow down as much as you need to prioritize protecting and nurturing yourself and your magic, okay? We got you. We love you. Surround yourself with positive influences is so important. The blue field is about ancestor magic, speaking the truth and protection. So that's a double whammy of protection that's beckoning you. You've only to step towards it. All right. And now Pisces, here we go, cute hearts. The King of Blades, hot, love it. Look at that new moon. I love this card, so juicy. Such a delicious gradient. I'll share with you that boon collage, the puffing wild earth that's lifting around the Devil's Tower. That's what this is, collaged on here, the Devil's Tower. The King of Blades has a keyword measure. It's like a measure of music. It has a count to it, right? So Pisces, this is about you creating rhythm so you're not constantly being bashed around in the waves. This is about you initiating new sustainable forms that are rhythmic in 2021. And I hope that helps. Wow, a lot of fun. Well, my sweetie's home now, and we've got a little visit to the North Pole to make, and I'm very excited. I'm super, super excited to see you all at Witches Confluence tomorrow. I've got time to pull a few cards, not a ton. If you would like to have a card, can you send me a snowflake emoji and your name, please? And I'd be happy to pull you a card for a few souls here. I said this on Instagram yesterday, and it happens every single time. If you would like to buy me a coffee or send me a donation for the works that I create in this space, or for a card that I pulled for you, or just for love, you're welcome to do that. All the information is in my About tab if you're on your computer, if you're on your phone device, I've got that in my link tree on Instagram and here. It's very easy to do. And just thank you. It's very, very appreciated. The subscription is the big whammy, though. Thank you so much. I love it all, actually. I love it all because I'm not going to stop giving. And I know that about me. You can feel that about me. When you give me those bits of love, it really just like, it's a binding spell. It's so beautiful. So not required at all, though. It's just one of those things. Somebody always asks, multiple folks, now that my kind of platform is growing, ask me each week. So I decided to just tell you in this moment. Hi, baby. I'm going to mute for a minute. No, I just muted my mic for a second to say hi. Oh, hi. I'm going to pull some cards right now, sweetie. Clara Olivia is sending me a nice snowflake, and Mary Ellen is. And Samantha, I want to say your name correctly. Is it Shal or Shal? Samantha Moon, great name. I just want to check in too if Claire Noonan is here, how they're feeling after recovering from COVID. Are you doing okay back there, sweetheart? We're all sending you tons of love. All right, Claire Olivia, this one's for you. This is the 8 of Blades. The key word is subservience, and this is the waxing gibbous moon phase. This is issues of enormity are coming up, overwhelm, anxiety. And this word subservient is very interesting. It's like showing you that you can reform what you're serving. You can reform how you're subservient. What anxieties have your attention and why. This is a great time for journaling for you, so you can understand yourself better about why you do listen to the voices that you do. And without a doubt, this is a super sexy card. I mean, that's just a fact. This is a sexy card. This has you invited into the realms of playing with switching and tops and bottoms, and take that all to your book of shadows right now and just have fun. Make this a really fun time. I love this buttery yellow that reminds you it's all about communication and celebrating life. So you should replay what I just said. Come back on the replay and listen to it again and again and see what it brings up for you. And I hope that helps you, sweetheart. Love that, Claire Olivia. Yes. Okay, Mary Ellen, this is for you, babe. Love it. Protection and prayers, 3 of lasers. Fabulous card. The new moon. This is about that new art spell that you're casting. So important. You know, frustratingly, I would have to say everything is a spell, wouldn't I? So frustrating. Everything's a spell. And also, magic loves to have specificity. There's a way that your art spell desires specific identification right now. So this is a call for specificity in your magic. This red field, again, it's about ambition, endurance, and love, and casting those spells in specificity. Keep yourself growing, keep yourself visible, keep telling us what you're up to. And I'm excited for you. Love it. Anything you'd like to add to the coven right now that you're getting up to, Mary Ellen, you're certainly welcome to with your podcast and everything, okay? We're about it. All right. So Samantha Moon, this is for you, babe. Yes. Shall. Love that. 2 of waves. Everybody drink. We've got some water flowing. Lovely. The 2 of waves, union. This is the waxing crescent moon phase, the moon phase that we're in right now. And so that's all about protecting and nurturing your love affair. Plural. Protect and nurture your love affairs. Love the little pingies on this. It's so cute. I'm just quoting Aventurine Forest. Renee calls these pingies. Penguins are mate for life, and penguins are loyal, and penguins are resourceful, and penguins are about family and about circle and about union. So protect the magic of that love. And if that love doesn't exist in physical form in this timeline right now, certainly protect your dream of it. That's really important, Samantha Moon. Protect your dream of it. Definitely watch for critical language surrounding the love that you desire being heard and seen. I'd actually like to hear it and see it more in the world. Really kind of wallpaper your life in it. If you're looking for it, if it exists, create a protective cushion around it by this appreciating and having gratitude for that love now. Gorgeous. Oh, Claire, thank you for checking in with us. Yes, sense of smell still isn't back all the way, but other lingering fatigue are doing well. We love you. We love you so, 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 so much, Claire. Everybody send a nice heart and a nice candle to Claire right now. We are just surrounding your family in so much love right now. That is not fair. You did not need that shit. Oh, here we go for Graham's Robo. I'm going to move this real quick. Jackie, I love this. Here we go, Jackie. The 6 of Waves. More waves. Everybody drink. Expression is the word. Expression. Your moon magic for this card is powerful. It's the waning gibbous moon phase where you release expectations. This is about you getting it off your chest. It might start like it's bitching. Let it rip till it runs clear, right? Let it flow till you get to the self-love. Okay, you got to get it off your chest. You got to let it out, because carrying it around is not sustainable, right? Release those expectations. The 6 of Cups, 6 of Waves, is a beautiful card. This purple color field tells you to pray more, to encourage your psychic ability in your relationship with your spirit guides. And I hope that helps, sweetie. Great card for you. Love it. Lots there. So Adelaide Hanson, hello, hello. Here we go. The Queen of Blades. I love it. There you go, babe. Great card. The powerful Sequoia tree, whose magic is ancient and enduring through patterns and eons. The key word is lucidity, which shows a clarity in thinking, shows your ability to just stay in the flow of your thoughts. Journaling helps so much. Having multiple journals is a blast, even if they're secret. Like I was once sharing mine to be secret, right? I hope that helps. Lots there. Thank you so much, everybody, for sharing your love for Claire and their garden of ivy and violets. We love you, and we're just sharing and sending so much love to you. Normally, sweethearts, I walk you out, and I will be doing that now. I do that very simply by just changing the view to a blank screen so you can say goodbye to one another. Please let me know if you're going to be joining me at the Witches Confluence tomorrow or at Madre Jaguars on winter solstice. And I'll be burning that Yule log on winter solstice here on Monday. I like to stay in touch, so I'll be posting, of course. Oh, so delicious. Above all, remember that magic is your birthright and everything's a spell. This is our worldwide coven spell. Feels so good. All right, sweeties, we're going to do this a little bit differently because my little camera thing broke. So I've got to uniquely place this pink cloth, which is kind of a pretty look. Look at that pink sparkle. And I'll write you a quick message. Gorgeous. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, Julie, thank you so much. Your presence is just so fucking cool. Oh, I loved your epic battle long before 45 was elected. You were with me loud and proud with the most radical tongue of fire. And I'm just so excited for you. Julie says, thank you for all the love and well wishes for your dad last week. He's doing better and he's preparing for a second surgery. Love and like to all of you. Thank you. Love and like to. Oh, and everybody, don't forget to like this video today. It matters. It matters to this platform over here if you like and do your commenting. Julie, that's such good news. Been thinking about your daddy and that big, gorgeous house that you guys lived in across the school. I was on one side of the school and Julie was on the other. I love it so much. It's great to have you here, sweetie. Thank you so much. It's everything. All right, cutie. So Mary Ellen says that they're teaching and they wish they could come. Hope that I will have a solstice of ease and gentleness. Oh, looking forward to it. We feast. We have a midnight feast and we're making eggplant parm this year. We're eating plants. I'm excited about that. All right, I'll write you a quick message while you greet one another with love. Everybody have a merry, merry solstice. We are definitely gathering for the full moon here on the 29th. The holidays are funny though. You know, if I get a hankering for it, I may do a little PO unboxing over here on Christmas because Christmas lands on a Friday, I think, this year. It may or may not happen. It really depends on my teenagers. They are going through so much. All teenagers are going through so much right now. Can you imagine going through this as a teenager? Just thank you for such a beautiful year together, sweethearts. It's been amazing. There we go. All right, cuties. Have a fabulous day.